Well, welcome back to episode 3 of Beginning Recorder with Mr. Carr. I'm Mr. Carr on the web, and here we go. Let's see where we were last time. You'll notice I have some new materials here. I've got some paper, I've got some markers, and I've got our friends that we met last time. So let's see where we were. To begin with, we had our friend Blue, and he was also clapped Blue. We had our friend Two, and he was clapped Two. And we had our big friend that took up tons of space, big old Zero, and that's big old Zero. All right, well, last time we saw them at a party with all their friends were lying around and stuff. Well, sometimes Blue likes to go home and remember just who was at the party. So he needs a way to write his name. And he decided that he would make a nice blue stick with a blue foot on it, just like that. So we've got our friend Blue, and this is how Blue writes his name. So if there were a couple of Blues at the party, Blue would say, well, there was one Blue, and there was two Blues, and there were three Blues all at the party with their feet nice and planted and full like that. So instead of having Blue, 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 we can take away one of these popsicle sticks and still read his name. Blue, Blue, Blue. Blue, Blue, Blue. And we could clap it just the same. Blue, Blue, Blue. Then Blue had his friend Two. Remember, Two and big Blue are very good friends. So he said, hey, I like that. I think I'm going to take a nice long stick for my name, but I like to have a little more space, be a little bit more roomy. So he said, I'm going to take that foot idea that you had, but I'm going to leave a hole in it. So that's Two's name. So if we add Two there and Two here, when Blue got home from the party, he could say, well, there were a couple people there. There were three Blues and two Twos. So then after his friends left the party, Blue could still remember that we had Blue, 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 Two, Two. Let's try clapping that. Blue, 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 Two, Two. Nice. Well, remember, there was also that friend that took up all the space. So he was saying, hey, I want to be able to write my name. And Blue thought, well, yeah, we should be able to write your name, but you take up so much space. He goes, yeah, I don't want any of those stick things. I don't like that. They're too skinny. So I'm just gonna make a big picture of myself. He goes, yeah, I'm just gonna take up all that room and you all can just deal with it. Oh, look at that. So that big old Zero just drew a picture of himself and he said, that's how you're gonna call my name. So if we were to clap his name, looking at his drawing of his name instead of the fabric, we'd have big old Zero. Oh. So let's say that Blue came home from one of his parties one night and he wrote down who was there. He goes, oh yes, I had my friend Big Old Zero and 3 blues and a 2 and another 2. How did their song go again? It went, Big Old Zero, blue, 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 2, 2. Oh. Let's see what happened in another party. One evening, Blue blew a 2, and then 2 more blues, and then a big old 0 came to the party. So let's draw their names. We have Blue, Blue, two, he likes it always filled in. Some more blues, and finally this big old 0. Let's see how their song goes. It goes, blue, blue, 2, blue, blue, big old 0. Oh, let's leave that down here. Turn it over. Let's draw another pattern. So we've got a journal of some previous parties. In fact, let's make yet another one. So big old 0 was at that party. And a couple of 2s. And then Blue was there. A bunch of blues were there. Remember? They're nice, even-keeled friends. They get the work done. Now, let's try to decide which party was which. Let's say we have A, B, and C. I'm going to clap one of these, and you try to figure out which party it is. Ready? Begin. Did you catch that? If you chose B, you're correct. Now I'm going to say one and you tell me which one it is. Blue, blue, 2, blue, blue, big old 0. You're right, there it is. Now the only thing we have left to do here is to realize that our friends go by other names. I think you've caught on to that already. Our friends like to go, forgive me for writing it this way, by whole is our big old 0. half is our 2, and quarter is our blue. So now you're ready to begin clapping rhythmic notation. Whole note, half note, quarter note, half note. And this is standard Western notation of music and rhythm. We haven't talked about what tones these are yet, but we've got whole notes, half notes, and quarter notes. And once you've got that, you're ready to begin playing your recorder.